Hi, I'm Gretchen, MD and Financial Planner at Magenta. In this video, I'm going to talk about what an annual planning or review meeting looks like at Magenta. The annual planning meeting, or as many of my clients like to call it, the review meeting, is an important day for both clients and me as financial planner. A lot can happen in a year, and informing us of any changes isn't always the top of people's lists. So having that annual meeting gives us the opportunity to ensure we're up to date, whether it's a particular life event, such as a birth, marriage, or a death that's occurred, or if there's been another change within your family or personal circumstances. We always need to know about this to ensure we can update your financial plan and check if anything needs to be altered. The key thing to understand is that in this meeting, whilst we'll review how the past year has gone for both maybe you personally and financially, we will primarily focus on the future, planning for the important stuff ahead, and the financial plan is always about looking forward rather than backwards. So we do quite a lot of pre-meeting preparation. We undertake a lot of checking of your investment performance, fund suitability, and reminding ourselves of your risk profile, objectives, whether you've got any ethical or sustainable requirements or restrictions for investments, and also about your required investment growth. We also ask you, usually as the client, to update your income and expenditure and also let us know if anything's changed, ready for the cash flow forecast review. We usually ensure that we've checked all of this in detail before we have the meeting, and we will have prepared some questions if we have anything we're concerned about. At the start of the meeting, I always encourage people to let me know their questions. And often now, my clients end up bringing me a list of things. It's easy to forget, of course, what you wanted to cover in a meeting when we're distracted, having fun talking about family get-togethers, holidays and adventures that have happened throughout the year. We want the meeting to be as an enjoyable experience, one that people look forward to as our relationship grows and develops. A lot of clients I've found that develops over the years. Some years there'll be a lot to do and action after the meeting, and other years there is only small adjustments. But we're always going to cover some core things. They're usually an update of how you've been, the year's highlights and maybe family update, any queries and questions from you that you'd like to cover, a review of objectives, what have you managed to do in this year and what haven't you done and what you would like to do in the next year, a cash flow forecast update focused on desired outcomes, an investment review, tax planning and legislative changes, and estate planning if applicable, talking about inheritance tax. Then we'll summarise the revised objectives, actions and timescales, and I'll also usually give an update from Magenta of anything that might be relevant. A face-to-face meeting on at least an annual basis helps to ensure you're getting the best advice and making the most out of the options available to you. Of course, while we would love to welcome everyone to our office, now in this digital age and post-pandemic, if this isn't always suitable, we're happy to hold the meeting online still via video or telephone if required. So whilst usually we only have one meeting a year, we're always happy to speak more often or arrange ad hoc meetings if things crop up throughout the year and that clients may want to discuss specific things. The important thing to remember is that whilst we usually have several items we ideally need to cover at each meeting, the meeting can be led by you about what's important to you to discuss each year and for you to get the most out of your time with your financial planner. If you found this video of interest and would be happy to share, comment or like to help spread the word and further in your network, then please do. Thanks for listening.